Hey everybody, welcome to my channel if this is your first time, and welcome back if it's not. I'm Terrell, and this is going to be the second video in my series of videos where I add commentary to each and every episode of my favorite show of all time, Charmed. Now, the first video that I did was on the first episode of Charmed Season 1, Episode 1, so check that out if you haven't already. And it is time to dive into Episode 2 of Season 1, called I've Got You Under My Skin. Now, it's been a while since I watched Season 1 of Charmed, so I love rewatching this series any chance I get, and I'm sure you all do as well, which is probably why you're here. So now before we begin, I would love to ask if you do me a favor and give this video a like, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell too so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video, like this one or another one. And if you'd like to support the channel, please use either PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. The links are in the description box below, and I'll put a link down there. I'll put a link in the description box below as well for the first video that I did in this series of videos where I had commentary on Charmed episode by episode, for your viewing pleasure, just to make it easier for you to find. Alright, so without further ado, let me stop running my mouth and let's get this show on the road. And the power of 3, 2, 1, quake. I totally forgot what this episode is all about, but I'm pretty sure I'll be reminded in a minute or so. Oh, look at Alyssa Milano. I wonder which studio lot they shot this on. Man, it's been so long since I've seen Piper. Again, I haven't seen this episode or this season in a while. So it's so weird to see Piper like working for somebody else, because for so much longer, she's so much longer than she's been a chef. She's been a club runner, so club owner and club runner, and a badass witch, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. I think that blonde chick is a demon. I forget. I definitely think he's a... Oh. Phoebe's getting a premonition. Oh, wow. That's one of the first times... Probably the first time... No. This is the second time I've seen Phoebe get a premonition without touching something or touching someone. The first time was in the first episode of this season, of this series, when she's riding that bike.
Oh, hello. I was just sitting over there wondering if I could buy you a martini or something.
It's Alec, right?
Yeah. How'd you know my name?
Wild guess.
She told him his own name before he could introduce himself. Oh, Phoebe. Again, I totally forgot what happens in this episode, but I'm pretty sure I'll be reminded. This woman looks like she's about to get murdered. Thought she was a demon, but I don't think demons drive. Of course, someone's in her backseat. Oh man, we don't see blood splatter up against the window. She just starts screaming after the killer gets her. Who is this? Is this Prue? Yep, that's Prue. I can tell by that haircut. Oh, who she just finished laying with? Is that Andy? I love taking a while before I watch these old episodes because it makes them feel new again. I rediscover things that I discovered a long time ago, and then I discover new things too. Did she really just make the alarm clock fly out of the window? What if somebody's walking along on the sidewalk and got hit by the alarm clock? Wow, look at Andy. Man. He is really that sexy in real life too. He really is. Man. Oh, Ted King. He just won an Emmy, I believe, for General Hospital. His work on General Hospital. Because I think that's where he went to after he left the show in 98, 99. Mid 99. Oh man, this show. I don't think I can ever get tired of watching these episodes. Well, maybe I could. I probably fall asleep eventually. But I mean, I would say the older ones I wouldn't be so quick to watch like this first season because the VFX are kind of wonky. But what makes me love this first season so much though, is the dark undertone that I love that the first seasons had because of Constance and Burge, since she was the showrunner. And I love the sisterhood and the drama between them and how it felt like a serious show that just happened to have magical elements. The later seasons were just all about fairy tales and whatnot, and it was cool sometimes, but it's something. These first few episodes, these first 3 or 4 seasons have just something special. What episode did you guys watch that had like the craziest looking VFX from back in the day on Charmed? And do you agree or disagree? Like the orbing in this show has always been really good. It's never, the VFX and the orbing have always been very good, never wonky. Do you guys agree? Because I've noticed the orbing when we finally meet Leo and see him orb at the end of one of the episodes. And then in the later episodes, the orbing has been consistently great and just beautiful. There's the Rice Krispies, or... Oh, that's where they shot Full House, the opening for Full House. Oh, there's Kit. Oh, this one was written by Brad Kern, who later became the showrunner, and I feel like he almost ran the show into the ground.
Ran for the church to profess her innocence. Suddenly, there was a cloud of her, and she was struck by a bolt of lightning. The parachute.
Morning. Morning. What are you watching?
It's so funny watching witches watch a show about witches. How meta.
Bad date? No. It was great. Dinner, movie, sex. Excuse me? On your first date? You sneeze. It wasn't exactly our first date, Piper. High school doesn't count. That was last decade.
Oh wow, I didn't know she and Andy went to high school together. And this is why I love rewatching these episodes. You learn something new every time.
Oh, it just shouldn't have happened, that's all. What shouldn't have happened?
You slept with Andy. Hello.
Oh, thanks a lot, Mouth.
Wait, you were gonna tell her but not me?
Please tell me you didn't use your powers. Don't put me in the middle. I'm not. You were born in the middle.
Piper, don't put me in the middle. Prue, you were born in the middle. That's right, use your powers responsibly or else they'll be taken away, or you have to deal with the person again consequences.
It was just a lousy premonition, that's all. Nobody died.
Did she really just say nobody died? I guess she didn't hear about what happened out in the parking lot with Blondie. Oh, the 90s and everyone's oversized clothes. Look at his shirt and jacket. He's probably like super skinny and has like six pack abs. Oh, I got to shake Andy's hand too after I met him. I used to think Daryl was probably tall in real life, but now seeing him stand right next to Andy, it just hit me that he's probably like 5'9", 5'10", just like Andy is in real life. So, aw, Daryl's still hot though. He was back then anyway. He's still good looking now though. I follow him on IG. His pastor seems creepy. She's like, can evil beings like witches go into churches? He's like, oh, I wouldn't want to risk it. I wouldn't want to risk it either. Remember, gargoyles sound the alarm that evil is near. Once evil gets close enough to a church. I forget if the gargoyle that sits atop this church's entrance will begin to roar like how it did in the season 4 premiere, when the source possessed that guy who was played by Beau Bridges, the legendary Beau Bridges' son. And he possessed that guy, and the gargoyle went, roar! When the guy tried to get Paige. Oh! The thunder cracks, and now Piper feels like she may be an evil being. Look at that extra. She just walked around the pillar. The director probably said, "Cue, it's time," and then she just walked around. I used to be an extra, so I look at all the extras and whatnot and see how they move around, and it's kind of funny seeing what some of them are doing, what some of them are not doing, and how they act in the background. Like these guys on the elevator. And he's like, you know you like this dick. She's like, yeah. You like my magical tits too? He's like, why'd you leave? She's like, I was just too sore. I didn't want you to try to get it in the morning too. I'm surprised she had any kind of service on the elevator at all. Look at those old cell phones. They look like murder weapons. Wow, it's so 90s. What kind of Porsche commercial is this? A woman gets sacrificed? That woman was an actress on something else too. Oh my god, the VFX. Oh. I'm so glad technology has improved. Oh, now he's young and beautiful again.
I may not have sought this job originally, but I do want it. And I am definitely right for it.
There she goes. There's that fighter. I miss Prue so much. She was the best. I still can't believe she died and they never brought her back. Like, man. That has probably got to be like the sexiest priest, one of the sexiest priests I've ever seen. Ooh. Oh, there's the woman. So the demon is draining their youth, and I'm guessing taking some of their sanity or their memories, or both.
We got a crazy Trudeau. Likes the pretty ladies.
The dude doesn't just like the pretty ladies. He wants all their beauty secrets.
We are not supposed to use our powers for our own personal gain. That is what it says in the Book of Shadows.
Look at Piper, she's like freaking out. It's so funny.
Guys, so get a job like everybody else.
Love the sibling rivalry. Oh.
Watch it. Oh no.
I love how girly she gets whenever he's around, and look how boyish she gets when she's around. I love this biblical inner conflict Piper has with is having with herself. I almost forgot about this. I love this because it adds character to her character, and I think it's something. I think what she's thinking about and what she's curious about is something that would haunt somebody who grew up like Catholic or Christian. They'd wonder, if I'm a witch now, am I bad? Am I gonna go to heaven? Or am I doomed to go to hell? Like, should I use these powers? Are they evil? Are they good? Are they neither evil nor good? I mean, hasn't she ever seen Bewitched? Like, she should know that all witches aren't bad witches. The only bad witches are the bad witches. It's like I tell people about cops. They're like, don't you hate the cops because you're black? And I'm like, I don't hate the cops. I don't hate anybody. You know, I just don't like the bad cops. And the only bad cops are the bad cops. All cops aren't bad. It's the establishment that needs some reworking. But there's some really good ones out there too. Oh, here's that lady. I bet you she has like amnesia or Alzheimer's because her youth and stuff were drained. Oh, here's Phoebe. She's like, I'm about to be a model. I'm like, oh no, you're not. Premonition. It's just crazy. Now she gets a premonition of him. Like, when she didn't get one when she shook hands with him, and when she agreed to go on the dates, or when he gave her the address to that place, like, she didn't get a premonition. Oh boy.
It's Javna.
It's Javna. That's like his only line. He has like 3 lines in this show. I wonder if people come up to him 24 years later and say, "Hey, I remember you from Charmed. What's your name again?" And he's like, "It's Javna." So silly and cheesy. Oh, come on now. Man, she didn't even wave her hand or anything. Come on now. What? She should have been like old. Here we go. The hand of Fatima.
Evil eyes look on at thee, may they soon extinguish thee. Bend thy will to the power of 3. Eye of earth, evil and accursed.
He's like, no, no, and they're like, yes. Oh, that. See, that's cool right there. Oh wow. Man, this is just so awesome back in the day. Revert. I love the morphing VFX when they morph like that. Like that was better than when Jaffna changed to whatever the guy's name was. He's like, what the heck is going on? She's like, just call me. Will you answer? I don't know, leave a message after the beep. remember answering machines back in the day? Now we have voicemails. So who was this chick to Stefan? She kind of looks like the girl from future episodes who became like friends with Phoebe. I wonder if that's the same actress. Wouldn't that be funny? Remember the goth girl? I forget which episode that was. Her aunt was Phoebe's future boss, Elise, and she pushed her aunt down the stairs. That would be cool if that girl was this girl with the red hair, because that would mean her and the actress who played Elise, they both had 2 different roles on Charmed.
A toast to the power of 3, whether they like it or not.
Toast to the power of 3. Another cool episode. Okay. What did you all think of that episode? I enjoyed it again. It's always so funny watching these older episodes, and I thank you for watching them with me too. Let me know what your favorite part of this episode was, and if I missed anything in this episode that you probably saw or that you know of. And also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you like this video, and also subscribe to my channel and ring that bell too, so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're feeling generous and would love to support this channel, you can do so by using either one of the 3 links. One of them is for PayPal, the other one is for Venmo, and the other one is for Cash App. Whichever one you choose to use, I appreciate it. And whatever you send keeps this channel growing and going, so thank you very kindly. Alright, now, as always, don't forget to fly high and fly free. Be you, because everyone else is taken. Alright, now you can check out another video from me right now. And as always, zoom, zap, bam!